Hello everybody, I'm back and I hope you're well, and I hope that I will be well when you watch this, because there's a bit of a delay between filming and editing and then releasing to the world, so yeah, weird way of putting it. I'm basically doing a little video about where I'm at right now, because I'm absolutely knackered. The last 48 hours I have danced more than I've slept, it's official. And to be honest, I need to get used to it. This is probably the state I'm going to be in for the next rest of my life. So I need to buck up really. Dance training is inevitably going to make you tired. What you need to be aware of is how to deal with that when that happens. Now first up, I'm going to say that for me personally, tiredness is often a state of mind. Repetition will often cause tiredness because your brain will be bored. If you're doing the same exercise, maybe this time around focus on what your knees are doing for the whole time. If you're bored, like if you're doing a contraction exercise with plies in it, maybe think, okay, so let's look at my knees and how they feel, because that's maybe a different sensation to engage with than before. If you're creating your own training schedule, then maybe factor something else in. If you want to build up your arm strength, maybe cut class for a few hours and do some climbing or some swimming. Keep it fresh, keep moving and physically active in ways that increase the release of those endorphins that make you feel good when we exercise, whilst also not boring your brain, and maybe you'll feel a bit happier and more energetic. People feel tired and then tell themselves they're having a bad day, which I disagree with. Things may not go your way because you're tired, but equally if you resign yourself to having a bad day, then that's kind of you just cleaning your hands of that day and saying, yeah, no, today's a bad day, can't do anything good, I give up, I quit, cry. And you know, like, we have a finite number of days on this good green earth. I kind of think, just seize every day that you have. You know, remember that you're dancing, you're moving, and you're therefore gonna have a good day because you're doing what you want to do. Positive reinforcement and a positive attitude is often one of the best ways to get you through feeling fatigued and shitty when training. All of this mental mumbo jumbo aside though, there is also lots of physiological things that we need as humans to function. Fatigue is a big cause of injury, and if you've been overtraining, then you will injure yourself because your muscles just won't be able to do what you want them to do as accurately, and you'll end up maybe compensating with the wrong muscles and building up muscles in places you don't want that causes stiffness, or you may end up pulling or even tearing certain muscles. So be aware when you are actually too tired and either stop or move on and do something else. Next we're going to look at diet for fatigued dancers. So first we're going to look at a shelf on my desk. Now as you can see here, two things that were within reach are cod liver oil and vitamin C. Cod liver oil contains what we call omega-3. Now omega-3 is great for the brain function and also making sure your joints are working healthily. So if you're on your feet a lot, then you'll just naturally start to feel stiff and horrible, and omega-3 will help you to counteract that. Next is vitamin C. Now, vitamin C gives your immune system a boost. Having a good immune system is good because it stops you from kind of feeling little illnesses and that kind of thing that will inhibit your ability to function. It also does lots of other amazing things, such as helping you process amino acids, which is what protein breaks down to, so it'll help your muscles recover. Now I'm not saying you need supplements to get these, I just like to do it just to make sure I'm getting the right amount. Now, we've established before, I am a fan of ye old protein shakes. Now protein shakes are a supplement again, and you'll notice a reoccurring theme here because I basically like to play it safe and make sure I'm just getting everything, because anything your body doesn't need, it will just get rid of. Now, we're going to look at something I did yesterday. These are two huge platters of chilli and rice. Even though rice looks a bit dusty, it's because it's got mint in it, which goes wonderfully with the spicy chilli. When you're stupidly busy, you will just not be bothered to cook. It's part of being a student, it's part of life, you know, and it's something that doesn't really get better with age. Cooking is just effort. What I say you do is just seize the opportunity where you have that motivation to cook and just cook enough to last you a few days. It just means you can get home and you can just eat as soon as you get in. Something that I'm not an expert in but I do know exists is the metabolic window. This is a period after you have been exercising, which is the optimum time for you to consume stuff like protein and concentrated carbohydrates and that kind of thing, to start repairing your body as soon as you stop exercising. I'm just going to take you upstairs.
are brilliant because they help you to release all of your muscles and get a lot of heat into them just before you go to sleep. Now, this will help you work out any knots or any tension that you've got in your muscles and help start to stretch them out and break down lactic acid. This also helps to speed up the healing process just before you sleep, allowing for a faster rate of recovery.
Now, you can have an immune system made of vitamin C reinforced titanium, you can have muscles made of pure solid whey protein, and you can have the joints of a 3-year-old boy. But at the end of the day, if your brain is tired and groggy and feeling like shite, even if you had enough sleep, even if you are physically fine, if you're in a bad mood and you're just not excited about the day, that's going to affect your tiredness levels. Figure out a routine in the morning that makes you feel good. Now, I cannot get out of bed unless Sunrise by Childish Gambino or another badass inspirational song is playing. I need music in the morning. Music, I've found, is my caffeine. So eat well, sleep, bath. Finally, we're going to look at massaging. Now, massaging is interesting because it's essential for dancers to get massages at least every couple of weeks, just because it helps your muscles work better. It's probably the most basic way of explaining it, but it's just fundamentally true. And if you don't necessarily have friends or family to do that, then get yourself a foam roller and a spiky ball and use those to roll out your muscles and apply pressure to certain points. This will bring blood to the muscles to help them kind of repair and also warm up and function properly. Now, I recommend being tactical when you do this though. If you get someone to massage you or you massage yourself just before a class, then chances are you're going to undo all the good work you did. Especially if someone spends ages getting loads of knots out of your back, you need time for your back to kind of settle and get used to its new positioning before you then start to work it again. Otherwise, you may actually damage your back further. Rolling out is definitely a good thing to do before bed. Maybe, again, straight after a bath when you're warm. Basically, a conclusion that I've come to, whilst actually making this video, is tiredness is all about timing. Make sure you eat at the right time, you eat the right things, you go to bed at the right time, but you also start to wind down your brain before then to help you actually fall asleep at the time you want to fall asleep. When I first got back after Christmas, I really got into a good habit. In fact, I had this great app which is called Sleep Cycle. It analyses your sleep pattern to find the best point in your sleep cycles to wake you up. Really cool. And make sure you do things like massaging and stretching at the right time just to avoid injuries. So yeah, let me know anything you find helps you and anything that you would like me to add on to the list. Maybe I'll do a TIREDNESS 2.0. Hopefully you learned something new. Or I'll see you in the next one. We've got some interesting stuff planned, so look forward to it. Bye bye!